Good morning. I'm Charles Shen, partner and lawyer of Shanghai law firm. Today, I would like to talk about how to recover and collect debts in China. Definitely, it's much better to prevent bad debt in advance instead of collecting international receivables later in a foreign country. You should try your best to investigate the credit status of your trade partners before you sign contracts, deliver goods, or make a remittance. For some transactions with considerable amounts, you had better retain a local lawyer to thoroughly check the background of them. In case, unfortunately, you suffer bad debt in China, do not hesitate and lively hope the debtor will pay kindly and voluntarily, which will waste your valuable time to effectively collect the debt. Actually, as far as the international debt collection is concerned, the longer the account receivable lasts, the more difficult to successfully collect it. According to the statistics, the success rate of collecting internationally debt, which has been overdue for 1 year, is no more than 60%, and less than 40% for the debt overdue for 2 years. In addition, the longer the debt lasts, the debtor will be more reluctant to pay. Possibly it's instinct of human beings. So, if you are confronted with bad debt, you should take actions as soon as possible. Obviously, it's a tough job to collect debt in a foreign country. You need to retain or hire professionals to help you. Please note that in China, debt collection agencies are prohibited. You have to retain a local qualified lawyer to help you. In China, most lawyers provide legal services on a basis of flat fee. Usually, Chinese lawyers charge a fixed fee in accordance with regulation issued by judicial and private authorities. Some lawyers who handle international cases charge clients for their service on hourly rate. For comparatively big cases, some Chinese lawyers could handle cases on a contingent fee basis. In China, the contingent fee commission rate should not exceed 30%. Compared with other countries, the lawyer fee in China is not cheap. Additionally, the court fee is much higher than in Western countries. The court charges a certain percent of the disputed value. So, the creditor should consider the potential lawyer fee and the court fee before initiating international commercial litigation. For some small cases, you could entrust a local lawyer to negotiate with the debt. Sometimes, compromise is necessary, particularly you yourself have faults in the dispute. The foreign credit could also consider other alternative ways. Say, if the case fact is clear and definite, and the evidence is adequate, you could publicize the case on the internet. Hopefully, the debtor will voluntarily pay you, taking into account their business reputation. Sure, you should be careful with this measure, otherwise you could be liable for slander. If the debtor committed a business scam, you could report the case to Chinese local police and ask them to commence criminal investigation procedure. If the debt concerns their possible criminal liabilities, hopefully they would voluntarily pay you. And then the police will wrap up the cases as a commercial dispute. If the debtor refuses to pay, they are still obligated to return the goods. They are treated and compensate you your losses, even if they are sentenced to prison. Should you decide to take legal actions, you need to first check whether there is arbitration clauses in the contract. If there exists an effective arbitration clause, you have to submit the case to the agreed arbitration tribunal. If not, you can file lawsuit against the debt. The right strongly recommends you should initiate litigation in China. If you file lawsuits in your own country, even if you get a win judgment, you have to apply to a competent Chinese court for recognition and enforcement, which is inevitably complex and time-consuming. In China, a case will be held at most by 2 instances, and the judgment delivered by the appeal court will take effect immediately. If the debt refuses to perform the effective judgment, you could apply to the trial court, first instance, for enforcement. Generally speaking, an international commercial case could last 1 to 2 years. To sum up, it's far from an easy job to collect the international bad debts in China, and foreign creditors should take comprehensive measures considering the specific facts of cases with the help of local lawyers. Thank you for your watching.